In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form, in the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, family and friends, good morning and welcome. My name is Tom Duvert, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the land that we're celebrating on today. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. On behalf of everyone at the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science, it is my great honor to congratulate our 2020 and 2021 graduates in person. I am delighted for this opportunity to gather with you now to celebrate and recognize your accomplishments. As some of you may not have been on campus for some time, today is a chance to meet up with friends and peers and participate in this formal recognition of your achievements. Today is a celebration of your hard work, commitment, perseverance, and all you have accomplished over the last few years. Since you graduated, a lot has changed. We are thrilled to have reopened our doors to students, faculty, and staff, and embraced our new name of Toronto Metropolitan University. On behalf of all faculty members, I can tell you that we couldn't be more proud of you. We will continue to cheer you on throughout your careers and take pride in your accomplishments. Congratulations on your graduation, classes of 2020 and 2021. It is a remarkable achievement. To begin this very special day, I introduce to you the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Janice Fukakusa.
Graduates, I am proud and honored to speak to you today. Today is a time of very well-deserved celebration, and we share in your pride, your success, and with everyone whose love and support has played a part in bringing you here today. Now, normally at the Convocation, I take this time to give you all a bit of advice. But at this time, after 2 years of the pandemic, I think the graduates should be the one giving the advice. Graduates, you went through a remarkable experience. You endured and came through it, achieving your ultimate objective. You succeeded by facing and overcoming unforeseen barriers. And I hope that you share your experience with others. And be proud of what you achieved. In fact, be proud of the impact of everything you do in the months and years going forward. And take time to reflect on your achievements. It builds the confidence essential to overcome the inevitable challenges in the years ahead. And remember, when you look back at your university experience, I encourage you to remember what you learned about yourself. That resilience gives you the means to learn from your experiences, and determination keeps you focused on your dreams. After all, you've already proven that you all have the talent to succeed. So on this special day of celebration, let me close by offering my congratulations and best wishes on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fukakusa. And now, welcome to the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohamed Lashemi.
Thank you. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond, classes of 2020 and 2021. This is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. We are so pleased that you return for our first in-person convocation ceremony since your graduating year. Now, as alumni, you come back to a university that just recently underwent a historical name change. Why? While the name may be different, the core values that define our university remain. These values shaped your time here and will continue. This may be a new chapter in the history of our university, but it is undoubtedly formed by the pages that came before. Both you and the university look ahead to a bright future, a future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. This is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and great ideas. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other, for the good friends who shared your university experience and are now friends for life, which brings us full circle. While we may find success as individuals, as a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones, colleagues, and community. In French, you know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater, for together we will shape the future. Thank you, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video.
Today marks a momentous moment in the story of your life. Just a few years ago, you began a new chapter. For some, that meant moving to a new city. For many, that meant discovering new perspectives. And for all, that meant opening your mind to new possibilities. Along the way, you were met with challenges unfamiliar to those who came before you and to those who follow. You embraced the responsibility of learning and unlearning, inspired by the people and places that played a part. Together, we evolved. While this chapter comes to a close, your story continues. Tomorrow, you'll remember this moment, not for who you were, but for who you have become. Today, we'll celebrate the diversity of your experience, your commitment to shaping a better future, and your part in our story as Toronto Metropolitan University.
It is my great pleasure to now welcome to the podium to deliver the convocation address Tim Muto, co-founder and Chief Technology and Public Health Officer of H2O for All, and a 1996 chemical engineering alumnus.
Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashemi, Provost Simpson, deans, esteemed colleagues, and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating classes, your families, friends, and honored guests, it is my pleasure to speak to you today. My name is Timothy Mutu, and I am a proud alumnus of Toronto Metropolitan University. You know, I remember my first day of classes here on campus. I was staying at the Pittman Hall residence, and as I got dressed, I looked at myself in the mirror, wondering if my childhood dreams would come true. I also wondered, do I have what it takes to succeed? Upon entering the infamous Kerr Hall, I felt like I was going in circles. Literally, to my surprise, many people like me were trying to navigate those hallways. I saw people of all shapes, all sizes, people of all ethnicities, people with accents and different styles of clothing. We quickly started engaging each other to help each other. We found a way to get to our first class, and we breathed a sigh of relief. I remember my time here at Toronto Met very fondly. I found this to be a community that wanted to support everyone to learn and succeed. I felt at home. I will never forget this balance between trying to learn, succeed, and grow in my academic studies while being able to listen, teach, and engage with my classmates, all who were of different genders, ages, ethnicities, but we all had the same intention, that we all wanted to succeed and grow. In my life, I've taken this inclusive approach right here, across the world, throughout my journey as an engineer. You know, since childhood, I've dreamed of taking my knowledge and improving people's quality of life. I co-founded an organization called H2O for All, bringing safe water and sanitation to impoverished communities in over 13 countries, helping hundreds of thousands of people. I share my skills, my tools, my education to create innovative community interventions, solutions, and best practices. I just returned from East Africa just over a week ago, and one of my favorite African proverbs says this: there is always room for one more at the supper table. You know, something happens when you include people's thoughts and ideas. The results are not linear or predictable. I was invited to address the water and sanitation needs in the country of Sierra Leone, West Africa, one of the poorest places according to the United Nations Development Index. I went to work in a community of polio survivors. These individuals had many physical, visible problems. People made fun of them. They made up stories to fear them. The community had forced them to live in a specific area away from everyone. I worked with those polio survivors to create a water system technology that would serve their specific physical needs and reduce waterborne disease within their community. You know, I remember fondly, I remember the day we were going to turn on that water system. The polio survivors had decided to invite everyone. And to my surprise, as I arrived early at the site, I saw hundreds of people in line with these plastic jerry cans waiting for the opportunity to get clean water. These were the same people that spent their life and energy looking at their physical differences, had now lined up all night. I chose to stand at their side. I physically put myself beside them, and I witnessed how each person, one by one, came to embrace this outcast community. The journey of reconciliation had begun. Amazingly, I got word that the president of Sierra Leone, the Honorable Ernest Boy Karma, wanted to meet us. He wanted to meet me. He invited us to sit at his table, the presidential table, and it was absolutely transformational. You know, when we listen, educate, and develop innovative solutions with the forgotten and unheard people groups, that is when reconciliation can happen. To you, the graduates of 2020 and 2021, you will make many decisions as you go through life's journey and continue to develop your skills and mature your abilities. Who will you give value to? Who and how will you educate those in industry and the public on current issues facing humanity? Who will you invite to your table of innovation and thinking? Who will you choose to collaborate? You know, we need your dreams, your creativity, your fresh ideas, and thoughts to bringing innovative change to housing of our 85 million displaced people groups right now on the planet, protecting our lands, our biodiversity, preparing for the next pandemic, ensuring that AI, artificial intelligence, will never bring harm to humanity. You know, maybe just next time I come to campus, I'll roll into one of those robo-taxis that one of you have invented so that I never have to deal with Toronto traffic again. You know, my prayer for you today is that you will sit at the table of people in industries you've only dreamt about. You will be invited to apply your knowledge within cross-discipline communities to lead monumental change in this world. I also wish for you that if you need to build these tables of innovation, you will have the courage to construct them. If you need to build communities of collaboration, you will have the strength to form them. If you need to bridge gaps in education, you will find the wisdom to bridge them. And if you need to lead reconciliation, you will boldly bring freedom and equality for all. We are so proud of everything each of you have accomplished. You've lived and thrived as your academic program was affected by a worldwide pandemic. You had to adapt. You had to find new ways to communicate. You had to rely on people that you would not see in person. You had to go virtual. You had to find a way to succeed, and you did. You did it. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020 and 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim, for those very, very inspiring words and for a very important message for our graduates. As our graduates prepare to come forward, I will take this opportunity to request that you hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. We do, however, welcome spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and even relief from family and friends. That's all part of your celebration. And so all graduates are celebrated equally, whether your surname begins with A or Z. We ask that everyone remain for the duration of the ceremony. Now, enjoy your moment of finally getting to cross the convocation stage.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present recipients from the Faculty of Science. Alexandra Williamson. Hamed Esmailzad. Lauren Gomez. Diane Cheng. Adiba Raman. Junyi Liu. Donald Stangroom. Certificate in Architecture. Christina Sheztuk. Certificate in Data Analytics, Big Data, and Predictive Analytics. Leah Kassab. Augustina Ogatimehin. Umesh Pradhan. Alvina Varghese. Alex Chung. Certificate in Internationally Educated Engineers Qualification Bridging Program. Mary Grace Bernaldez. Aaron Jayabalan. Katarina Kesser. Mustafa Khalifa. Gerardino Valisno. Hannah Stoika. Certificate in Landscape Design. Laura Cascanet. Wanda Goodwin. Certificate in Project Management. Ricardo Augusto Geraldo Velasco. Latoya Marcano. Bridget Piazza. Daryl Pinto. Ryan Smith. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering. Abhijit Aryal. Mohammed Azuz with distinction. Claire Bailey. Matthew Bastone with distinction. Catherine Beatty. Alexander Chang. Amadeus Comiso. Nathaniel Chim. Alessandro Consolo. Sophia DiMuccio with distinction. Kira Efford. Paulo Fernandez. Karanville Gasol. Stina John Paulos. Isabel Jojart. Albin Joy with distinction. Reham Al-Shrafi. Abdel Rahman Khalifa. Mohammed Jundi with distinction. Jordan Coleman. Jeremiah Lowe. An Kwan Lee with distinction. Jeffrey Lee. Duk Hong Liu, with distinction. Ebital Metwali. Mehran Mohammadpour. Obida Alwena. Tariq Abu Samak, with distinction. Sai Pusarla. Florencia Rios Nicholas. Catherine Robertson. Morko Saeed, with distinction. Lior Saprikin. Arusha Chowdhury. Mohammed Shabaka. Stephen Sharp. Madeline Sialtsis. Disha Soni. Soham Trivedi. Tegan Walton. Samuel Woolsey. Ramin Akmal. Shumail Amir. Victoria Beck. Victor Brown. Krishna Day. Julia de los Reyes. Patricia Diaz Basolto. Siana Amir. Colby Fung. Arsalan Hosseini. Sankyu Ju. Karen Katari. Alicia Campena. Ilsa Khan. Julia Krulicki. Perry Kwan. Ji Lee. Didar Mansurova. Anne Milos. Joy Patel. Theodora Popescu. Yara Ragab. Bernadette Rosano. Oshin Shah. Alyssa Carrere. Pranjal Sharma. Lavina Suresh Kumar. Navera Tahir. Elena Temori. Eli J.R. Torrenueva. Ernest Say. Sarah Vitti. Xiao Chu Zhang. Bachelor of Architectural Science Cooperative Program. Andrea Au. Ted Bulaklak. Annette Chan, with distinction. Mohammed Adnan. Angela Chow. Caitlin Chin, with distinction. Sanjini Ilangu. Karen Fang, with distinction. Gabriel Garofalo. Daniel Gowell, with distinction. Julianne Guevara, with distinction. Jimmy Hung. Juan Jabile. Hyo Yan Lee. Nicole Lee, with distinction. Lena Ma, with distinction. Samin Mabub. Simran Munde, with distinction. Vanessa Poningbutton Cerizo. Eric Siegfried, with distinction. Kayla Veloso, with distinction. Chanel Weiss. Ernest Wong. Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical Engineering. Bipin Asi. Sarah Abbas. Inji Abdullah. Nur Abu Hantash, with distinction. Yara Alane. Sarah Al-Jalad. Claudia Alonso. Hayat Al-Kumbaji. Alireza Azad. Mina Bakiri. Kiana Daliri. Faranak Dayani. Shams Hamid. Jeanette Hartel, with distinction. Colin Hicks, with distinction. Kima Julji, with distinction. Folake Kayode, with distinction. Jonathan Lebenjan. Daniel Mahidashti. Merit Mahani, with distinction. Azeen Mirza Javed Khan, with distinction. Ihsan Mogimi. Abdul Malek Azuz, with distinction. Gi Jun Bey. Olivia Boragina White. Vladislav Nedtenko. Otilia Novitska. Saba Rafian, with distinction. Sarah Ratnaraja. Sadia Sheikh, with distinction. Michael Shulman, with distinction. Magdalene Singaraja, with distinction. Allison Steele. Jay Taylor, with distinction. Sarina Taki, with distinction. Mohammed Udin. Alexandra Zivanov. Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering Cooperative Program. Diane Appas. Sujata Apadu. Nika Sadat Avey. Francis Avenido. Yuvin Batawala Acharij. Arth Chowdhury. Samiha Chowdhury. Kira Chu with distinction. Tenzin Chuki. Alexander Clark with distinction. Daniel Fernando. Helen Freitag. Charlie Main Gallan. Jabel Jeanette. Hawa Hassan. Ritin Jiman. Saif Katab. Hadi Nasiruddin. Seisei Hang Limbu. Ghazal Misajian. Nasiba Mohammed Abdul Bari. Viviana Pineros. Steve Ramdeen. Carol Ramirez Gongora. Jenna Rollins. Michael Ruchala. Anup Nair. Nida Sajid. Nada Siam. Javaria Shah. Ahmed Sheikh Noor with distinction. Franco Ta with distinction. Mayurin Thunanjayan. Michelle To. Yordanos Segai. Nadim Wahab. Maxwell Wisniewski with distinction. Mohammed Karar. Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering. Areg Adamian with distinction. Angelo Adario. Diego Aguilar. Muntasir Ahmed. Abdullah Al-Kurwi. Jason Asuncion with distinction. Abulimiti Abiluza with distinction. Arslan Azam. Yasir Al-Ganabi. Farabod Asadi. Hassan Bajwa. Maria Bayanote. Jad Bitar with distinction. Gianmarco Bianchi. Mohammed Busawan. Farah Chowdhury with distinction. Sahila Chowdhury. Michaela Coelho Menha. Reynaldo Cuyugan III. Gianfranzo Dime. Nicole Elsea. Kevin Galeta with distinction. Ala El Awad Gonzalez. Yosser Hamid with distinction. Mohammed Hamdi. Nima Hamidani with distinction. Zhao Yu Hao with distinction. Christine Kai. Krisharni Kalashandran. Nasim Kalali. Sadia Camille. Firas El-Shar. Arjan Kot, with distinction. Alban Bochi. Jivitesh Bavish Bugan, with distinction. Fanuzin Gunabalasingham, with distinction. Monish Lad, with distinction. Ritvik Modi. Tyrone Nimalakumar. Kenza Marzag. Michael Muliana. Zahiba Mukhtar. John Louis Mara. Ajmal Saeed. Elaine Limas. Sarah Matti. Root Parikh. Neha Patel. Navneet Rahal. Saeed Mohammed. Irfan Mohammadpour, with distinction. Matthew Montesano, with distinction. Gunj Patel. Patrick Nagy. Julia Mikhail. Lucas Ritchie. Avaj Sidhu. Alessandro Stefanati. Obada Obesi. Miguel Ongchenko. Farzin Rizai. Shayan Razavita-Britsi. Bahar Shams. Shayan Tufiji. Dibasish Roy. Rebecca Quintanilla. Samantha Ruiz Coelho. Mustafa Ramadan. Aslal Sabir. Mohammed Sharif. Hamza Tariq. Sareen Tarabian, with distinction. Krishna Duranan Umasasan. Hermana Versteeg. Sylvia Siwei Wong. Sogan Yazdani. Juan Zhang. Bachelor of Engineering, Computer Engineering. Jamal Abdi. Omar Ahmed. Yasamin Ahmedzada. Kiran Ahmed. Hanzala Ahmed. Saruchi Aurora. Mohammed Ashar Azmat Faruqi. Bashini Balashandran, with distinction. Jared Bigelow, with distinction. Matthew Bradley, with distinction. Umsina Chandrakumar. Ivan Sanmithan. Param Dese, with distinction. Tejinder Dhaliwal. Christopher De Lima. Manbir Gill. Pasito Gustina Wadu de Silva. Farnaz Humayukan. Anjeev Kamalaswaran. Ayesha Kaider. Abdul Rehman Khan. Kutubuddin Kawaja. Vargish Kirupaharan. Mark Lee. Annie Lee Lee. Victoria Lowe. Ryan McDonald, with distinction. Farnaz Moayidian, with distinction. Tahir Mohammed, with distinction. Anish Patel. Ketan Patel. Rudra Patel. Michelle Raj. Prasanth Rajkumar, with distinction. Fabishan Sarathasagaram. Milika Shafagi. Nihar Sheth. Hithanadura Silva. Sharunjin Soryaganathan, with distinction. Sohil Vayazad Asadi. Kirill Vasilevsky, with distinction. Li Tran, with distinction. Wei Yu, with distinction. Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical Engineering. Mahmoud Abuchi. Mohammed Alam. Isaac Ang. Aman Archarge. Wahab Atta, with distinction. Yasir Aziz. David Clark. Amardeep Dub. Min Juang. Omar El Askalani. Sudman Ezar Orpan. Satchel French. Urvesh Garcha, with distinction. Kevin Goodenough. Mohammed Haq. Syed Amir Ali Haji Sayed Javadi. Mohammed Hassan. Fatima Hassan. Ariba Husseini. Ayana Sadat Jalazadeh Azar, with distinction. Azrar Kaiser. Paramanathan Kangasabi Pari. Mohammed Khan. Kevin Lamb. Mayar Lashgari. Jonathan Likari. Ju Lee, with distinction. Joshua Maitland Soto. Karam Matlu. Ali Musa. Sinthuja Muthalingam. Nivetha Nagaratnam. Samir Naumani. Nimra Mumtaz. Bushra Naved. Seema Oka. Ahmed Naveed. Alexis Ostrovsky. Adit Parikh. Sarth Patel. Vineet Nischal. Mustafa Kamar. Samia Raab. Mohammed Rafe. Mirza Rahman. Het Ratad. Sahana Ratnaswaran. Harshit Shah. Mohammed Shahid. Raga Shankar. Nirwan Shretha. Victoria Sipinakarovsky. Ongjen Tasik, with distinction. Oranos Wahidi. Sarah Wakar. Mohammed Yamut. Adam Yang, with distinction. Sidra Yassin. Bachelor of Engineering, Industrial Engineering. Dara Al-Akbar. Sarah Al-Akbar. Tina Al-Hashemi, with distinction. Ahmed Amra. Daniela Eritizabal Castro. Jordan Chang. Wilbert Chang, with distinction. David Disa, with distinction. Sakil Dinaram. Cristel Domingo, with distinction. Zar Galope. Puria Gayamamani. Hamdan Halim. Mehenaz Haq. Michael Hong, with distinction. Maya Ibrahim. Rami Ibrahim. Alexis Kang. Mehran Kalaf Beji. Amar Lachman. Vicky Wei-K Lee, with distinction. Bahare Majdi. Tarandeep Mittal, with distinction. Merjul Napoles Fernandez. Nehal Rao. Anjali Ravut. Michael Rogala. Raji Salama. Sarah Shams. Polina Shiverskaya. Karikajan Shrith Mugaraja. Justin Tung, with distinction. Yusuf Ubaid. Hasib Ullah, with distinction. Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering. Yara Abdul Ghani. Warisha Ahmed. Uzman Akhtar. Kais Alaune. Jafar Aluebi. Hani Al-Hakim. Wendy Mpadu. Ali Assad. Sarah Azimi. Quinn Bell. Mackenzie Brown. Abu Boot. Mark Callywag. Karen Panaranda, with distinction. Junwei Cao. Alex Cheng, with distinction. Rihen Christian. Davin Cornelius. Jaswin Deniston. Tevin Devesagam. Jagfeshwar Dhillon. Prathamesh Dixit. Omar Elsawi Mursi. Donnelly Farkusan. Prajith Nanakumar. Saren Nanapadithan. Punish Gupta. Yusuf Halal, with distinction. Segai Hidru. Johnny Hossein. Wei Hang. Jeremy Hislop. Rizal Haider. Stephen Ibrahim. Mohammed Javed. Arik Kaiser. Irfan Khan. Sean Kara. Nikolaus Kortzanitis, with distinction. Parsa Manaf Zeta Tabriz, with distinction. Christopher Mungol, with distinction. Sophia Alexandrine Marfil. Omega Martinez. Ravi Mistry, with distinction. Parth Modi. Sayed Mortazavi Tabrizi. Ehsan Mohammadpour. Ala Mumne, with distinction. Sohaib Navedi. Matthew Oligani, with distinction. Johanse Opinaldo, with distinction. Janisha Patel. Keval Patel. Kaylin Petrie, with distinction. Shrikant Prajapati. Nicholas Proyogo. Assad Kadir. Zaid Karashi. Jonathan Rajan. Justin Ramdan. Syed Ratza. Mohammed Amin Reza Holizada. Sean Castle Rivera. Mustafa Roque. Joshua Saw. Samaya Sharma. Chris Omkar Prasad. Mohammed Siddiqui. Osama Soloma with distinction. Sujan Sribalan. Dunish Sutharahan. Pranias Suthan. Amara Syed. Jordan Vanrio. Justin Venturo. Chitranchu Vishwe. Lei Yu with distinction. Sherwin Yuan. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for graduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Sciences and Yates School of Graduate Studies. Master of Applied Science, Aerospace Engineering. Mariam Safi. Siavash Tavana. Rutuja Rajendra Anandgaonkar. Mrula Krishnan Arulkumar. Siddharth Baikan. Ayush Bhargava. Aparna Shavali. Paul Ravi Teja Chinam. Kurukula Surya Fernando. James Surya Tella Gangaravarpu. Saikiran Geli. Arifa Halim. Vishnu Kiran Kadyala. Dinesh Karwa. Soma Surya Prasad Konda. Kavya Lingamalu. Harsh Malvania. Gunit Kar Manku. Pangti Mehta. Ritu Jitindrahabe Mistry. Nurjar Deb Nath. Akil Gard. Ashwin Raj. Rahul Agarwal. Riken Panchal. Emmanuel Okanwanji. Uluwakorede, Oregon. Akil Padavetil Surendran. Yash Patel. Gabriela Bernice Zenobia Pipin Issa. Ashwin Rajivan. Aditya Rajendra. Inderpreet Roop Rai. Master of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering. Giovanna Saccaro. Otulia Sethi. Virag Shah. Mohammed Junaid Shah. Irfan Sheikh. Satnam Singh. Nikhil Singla. Ramyaprithi Sivaram. Guru Prasath Suresh. Anjale Vijayan. Rashmi Vimalendran. Vidya Vupala. Harshvardhan Vyas. Master of Architecture. Parandis Abdi. Alicia Ahonen. Christian Yanatuono. Jonathan Kim. Tejal Lad. Master of Architecture, Architecture. Dan Rubenzahl. Anthony Yu. Master of Engineering, Biomedical Engineering. Shitra Das. Mahima Hasmani. Nicole Martel. Master of Applied Science, Building Science. Asala El Naufar. Catherine Lee. Maya Shikanati. Master of Building Science, Building Science. Atika Tasneem Aditi. Farabi Bashar. Noel Kristen Kochon. Shireen Golkari. Abi Naresh Kumar. Vidushin Vimal. Master of Engineering, Chemical Engineering. Ayman Saliman. Yasaman Sadat Tabizeda. Master of Applied Science, Civil Engineering. Ahmed Kamal El Said. Anam Khan. Master of Engineering, Civil Engineering. Ahmed Abdul Majid. Samdish Abra. Shazia Adib. Mohammed Ahmed. Daniel Alidutsti Sharaki. Rajiv Aryal. Asim Bilu. Adrian Drozdowski. Navpreet Kaur. Raju Kadka. Shireen Matthew. Din Mohammed. Bonisha Patel. Dipendra Powda. Neha Purohit. Alexander Ruta. Sumaira Salman. Mohammed Javed Shadan. Mariam Shahar. Anil Singhdel. Birpal Singh. Priyank Srivastava. Leknath Upadhyaya. Xiao Zhang. Master of Applied Science, Computer Networks, Mohammed Arsalan Khan. Farnaz Sarhanjian, Master of Engineering, Computer Networks, Govinda Adhikari. Rakib Ahmed, Mushtaq Ahmed, Sabir Ahmed, Abulaji Akanbi, Sharishma Avutapali, Parash Azmi, Manmeet Kaur Badwa, Sarah Begum, Mohammed Bat, Swapna Bopana, Megha Chowdhury, Reza Davarpana, Lovepreet Dio, Biniam Deresa, Malika Dinian, Sandra Escobar Rivera, Parth Getia, Sukhnur Pal Singh Han, MD Animal Haq, Asanul Haq, Arif Jahangiri, Tamana Jangra, Hussam Javed, Dalbir Kar, Manreet Kar, Abdul Majid Mohammed, Atinuke Udaneo, Ayushibin Patel, Mohammed Sheikh Russell, Shah Sadia Sharif, Waqas Ahmed, Syed Abdullah Shah, Hirak Shakeri, Hassan Shamat, Ahmadreza Rastengeri Nazeda, Naveed Shawai, Zakia Sultana, Saruchi Vagela, Furiha Zulkurran, Master of Applied Science, Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ischaik Ahmed, Ripendra Malhotra, Raghavi Prabhaharan, Master of Engineering, Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ansi Abraham, Simran Agnihotri, Wajiha Ahmad, Mohammed Hassan Ali, Blesvin Krister Devakumar, Hiba Farouk, Rajat Garg, Bilal Khan, Syed Mohammed Umar Muzaffar, Akansha Raghuvanshi, Harshini Sawani, Hardik Sharma, Manpreet Singh, Niraj Singh, Akaif Zishan Saeed, Shahriar Tariq. Rahul Trivedi. Maha Zafar. Master of Engineering Innovation Entrepreneurship, Engineering Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Sagal Aden. Farzem Ajili. Ahmed Almari. Harpreet Singh Arora. Armin Bey. Sai Bachu. Gagan Shatkara. Nima Faizi. Sheda Gudarze. Himani Himani. Durga Pravina Lingala. Sayad Mohammed. Rushin Narachania. Sabi Narula. Vaishak Pandyan. Parmun Payman. Ghazal Rafi Jamal. Rahele Rahebi. Shamik Pravin Saluka. Grusha Shapuri. Mohammed Hassan Shakori Rad. Rida Tian. Master of Applied Science, Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Sabrina Anko. Amro Ibrahim. Master of Engineering, Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Yazamin Abazadigan. Michael DePinto. Gautam Giri. Gary Shankar Giri. James Henratty. Bushra Hashmi. Amin Mansouri. Usama Mohammed Abdul Moeed. Mohammed Abbas Nakvi. Jamin Soni. Master of Science, Applied Mathematics. Ethan Johnson Skinner. Master of Science, Data Science and Analytics. Sabir Ahmed. Garima Malik. Mohammed Wahidul Islam Murad. Oyindamola Oyetola. Pranav Kumar Sirala. Rad Al Husban. Bhavna Bardwaj. Kritika Shabra. Subramanian Kaushik Suramurthy. Kumara Prasanna Jayaraju. Sarika Priya. Milan Saha. Fatima Taririchi. Romaben Anandkumar Dakar. Ishawini Susmita Yaragada. Bidut Bomik. Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace Engineering. Travis Krebs. Doctor of Philosophy, Biomedical Engineering. Somaya Narutsi Gasby. Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Mohammed Awad. Shima Ghaffari. Sinthuran Jigafiswaran. Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering. Lama Alfasi. Ahmed Hushman Nijad. Anahita Rabi. Motadi Sharif. Doctor of Philosophy, Electric and Computer Engineering. Dharmendra Gurve. Doctor of Philosophy, Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Ehsan Azarsa. Gulsan Demirizan. Priya Dharmalingam. Swarna Ganesh. Naveed Hedaratzeda Arani. Hiep Nguyen. Sadim Munawar Qureshi. Otefe Shakarian. Madam Chancellor, that concludes today's presentation and celebration of our graduates.
Please welcome Provost and Vice President Academic Jennifer Simpson.
Hello, congratulations again. It's great to be here to celebrate also my first graduation at Toronto Metropolitan University. My name is Jennifer Simpson, and I'm the Provost Vice President Academic, and I started in July of 2021. So again, congratulations. You have arrived at this day, at this celebration, and at this accomplishment. Congratulations again to you all. I would like us to reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. You can take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Endless study sessions and all-nighters dedicated to finishing that project or getting through tough exams. You've balanced extracurricular and other activities with a demanding academic schedule. And all of this you've done on top of a global pandemic that pushed and challenged you in unimaginable ways. And consider the incredible things you've gained along the way. Cherished memories and friends found through varsity games and campus events, and ways to reminisce with these friends that you've made, and hopefully an appetite for learning to fuel your growth in the years ahead. And every day of the time that you've been completing your degrees, you've persevered, asked tough questions, challenged the status quo, and triumphed. This is a day of well-deserved celebration for you and your families. Looking ahead, you're standing at the beginning of your own next chapter. I think it's safe to say that you may have moments of excitement and sometimes frustration and doubt. I can remember my own, shortly after I finished my undergraduate work, about a year, I was in a moment where I was thinking about what I was going to do next. An internship had come to an end. I had to decide graduate school, was I going to apply, or a job, and I was a bit overwhelmed and frustrated and didn't know what to do. And in that moment, I thought, hey, I'm going to call up a professor. I'm going to get in touch with a professor. And so I did that, and it took a little bit of nerve, I remember, but you know, the first thing that struck me was he was so glad to hear from me. So I want to remind everyone, we'll be glad to hear from you if you're in touch. And what he told me, I think, is good advice. He said, whenever possible, follow your heart. And it was such a short sentence of advice, but it's what I needed to hear. And I'll echo that now. Trust yourself and trust your own passions. Reach out also. We want to hear from you. You can bring us your questions and successes. We're here. So again, you carry with you what you need, and you have relationships of support here at Toronto Metropolitan University. I encourage you to rely on both as you move forward. We hope you can continue to ask questions, to keep learning, to stay open. As we heard from Tim, think about who's going to be at the tables that you're at and who you can invite. I'll also say a special thank you to all of the family members and friends who have supported all of you through your long years of work. Thank you to all of those family and friends, and I hope you share in the successes today. So to our graduates, good luck and congratulations. We want you to remember that by completing your journey here, you will always be part of the Toronto Metropolitan University family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. Good luck with all of your future endeavors. We look forward to what each of you will contribute to our shared future. Thanks very much.
Hello, Toronto Met grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost Students, and I'm so excited to share this moment with you. After years of hard work and great memories, you finally made it to the finish line. Congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I know you have a lot of family and friends in your corners too, people who supported you when you needed it most and who cheered you on at every milestone. Whether they are near or far, they are celebrating you today, and no doubt incredibly proud of your achievements. I hope you feel that your degree not only represents what you learned in the classroom, but how you made the most of your time here. You worked hard, tackling assignments, studying for exams, and balancing jobs, but also played hard, joining clubs, making athletics history, and becoming student leaders. While some of you might have grown up close by, many of you spent hours on a plane to get here, and that's the beauty of this place. We're a community made up of people from all around the world who found a second home at TMU. So take all of your experiences, your successes and learnings, and dive into every opportunity that lies ahead. Grow the network of friends you've built here and help one another thrive in new spaces around the world. I hope you keep getting involved, keep speaking up, and keep living out loud because this world needs you, just as you are. Do you hear me? It needs you, and I'm so happy we could help you on your way. Congratulations again.
When I moved here to go to university, I was, this kid in this big, intimidating city, and this place just felt like home to me.
And I knew immediately, having just come from Jamaica, that that was the place for me.
I spent 3 years here. These are still the best 3 years of my life.
One of the fondest memories that I had was being here at 1, 2 in the morning. You're leaving at around 3 a.m., but it didn't matter because you were doing what you loved.
My fondest memory at the university was the day I graduated. Dr. G. Raymond Chang, our previous chancellor, was handing it off to me. I remember when I got up to that stage, I whispered over to him, "I'm Jamaican as well. I'm so proud to have you as my chancellor." And we giggled.
Interaction with meeting students from all over the world. Interaction with my instructors of the day.
My fondest memory was getting a husband.
The warmth, the camaraderie, the buildings were so friendly.
During my 8 years as president of the university, I officiated at well over 50 convocations. My fondest memory really was to see the students coming across the stage, to see their families excited with them, and to see so many of the students who are graduating be the first in their family to get a degree.
And it's all true. Yes, thank you. It's not fluff.
Thank you, Provost Simpson, for your words. And I would like to thank all the volunteers and faculty here today who helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. Graduates and guests, once again, congratulations from everyone at the university. I hope you continue to enjoy this very special day. But first, if you can, please rise and join Catherine Rowan from the Office of the Dean of Arts in the singing of our national anthem. Following the anthem, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you for celebrating with us today.
you.